Hello students, let's learn the use of constructor overloading. Uh, First of all, we write libraries. We are creating here a student class and we are taking roll number and name as private data members. Private data is always used within the class and by its member functions. This data, private data cannot be used out of class. And here we are taking two constructors. First constructor is of simple type. It will initialize all objects with same values. And second, we have taken a copy constructor. So whenever in a class we take more than one type of constructor, then it is called constructor overloading. So what is constructor overloading? Whenever we use more than one type of constructors in a class, then it is called a constructor overloading. It is the concept of compile time polymorphism. We will discuss compile time polymorphism in detail in next session. So, so you remember this time about constructor overloading, and this is an example of compile time polymorphism also. So we are creating here a member function for getting entries of roll number and student name. So we are also creating a show function for showing the field details. And after member function, we are ending the class. Class is always ended by semicolon. So if we want to use any data of a class, then we have to declare objects. So for declaring object, first of all, we write class name, then we write object names. So here we are getting entry for first object. S1.new student entry will make entry for first object, and then when compiler will read S2 equal to S1, then compiler will execute copy constructor, and copy constructor will copy the data of S1 into S2. So in this program, two constructors are being used. So whenever we declare S1, S2, S3 object, first in this case, first simple constructor will run, and that constructor will store same value into S1 and S2 and S3. And another constructor is the copy constructor that we are using, uh, that will be executed when compiler will read S2 equal to S1 statement. So here we have taken three objects. So we are getting entry only for S1. So S1 will have entered values and S2 will have copied values and S3 will have default values that have been stored by the simple constructor. So S1.show is showing enter data, S2.show is also showing enter data, and S3.show is showing 100 and no default value it is showing. So we end this session here. Thank you. We will learn next example or next topic in next session. Till then, have a nice time.